Hello kids, welcome once again to your science classes of grade 5th. As you all know, we have already started our chapter 2, that is food and sorry, that is food and health. And in the part 1 of this video, we have already discussed about food. That food is very important for our health and well-being. It gives energy to do work, keeps us fit and active, protect us from diseases. We get food from both plants and animals. And about the components of food, that food contains certain substances called nutrients: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water, and roughage. What is a balanced diet? Is a diet that contains all the nutrients in proper amounts required for the healthy functioning of our body, and some healthy habits like balanced diet, exercise, proper amount of rest, posture, to maintain correct posture while sitting or standing. So this all these topics we have already discussed in our part 1 of this video of this chapter. So today we are going to discuss the second subtopic of this particular chapter, that is food and health, in part 2 of this video. Okay, and this topic, as you can see over here, it is about diseases. Okay, in the present scenario, as we can all as we all know, that the disease, that is the coronavirus, or which is also called novel COVID-19 infection, it is very much spreading, and it is very much in limelight, and we all are confined to our houses because of this virus, this disease only. Because it is highly contagious disease, it can spread from one person to another very easily. So today in science also we are going to discuss about diseases, types of diseases. Okay, so in this particular portion of the video we will discuss these two subtopics, that is what are diseases and what are the types of diseases. Okay, so diseases, it is an abnormal condition in which our body does not function properly, can occur due to lack of any nutrient in our diet, may occur also due to germs. So this is the definition, or you can say the meaning of diseases, that what is diseases. Diseases means when we not feel good, when we are not active enough, not healthy enough. Okay, when we are in such a physical or mental state that we feel tired, inactive, very low with ourselves. We know that something is wrong with our body systems, body activities. It's not functioning normally. Okay, so it is an abnormal condition. Normal condition means what? When we are active, fit, healthy, do our works energetically, don't feel low, okay, remain happy. But when we are diseased, when we are not well, we fall sick, then that that is an abnormal condition which affects our body, in which condition our body does not function properly. Function, as we all know, our body performs different types of functions. So many organ systems are there in our body, like digestive system, circulatory system, respiratory system, excretory system. So all these functions, all these body organ systems, they perform their functions normally, properly, when we are well and active. But when we are diseased, we suffer from any infection or we fall sick, then our body systems also get affected in one or the other way, due to those diseases, due to those germs or infection in our body. Okay, that's why it is written in which our body does not function properly. And these diseases, they can occur, they can happen due to lack of any nutrient. Lack means shortage. If we are not taking our diet in the balanced form, lack of any nutrient, for example, you can say lack of carbohydrates. We have already studied about the types of nutrients in our previous video: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, roughage. So lack of any of these nutrients can also lead to diseases, occurrence of diseases in our body, or may also occur due to germs. Yes, diseases can occur there may be two causes of happening or occurrence of diseases. Either it can occur due to shortage of, due to deficiency of any particular type of nutrients in your body, or it may happen due to certain kind of germs. Okay, certain kind of microorganisms. As you all know, microorganisms are already, they are almost present generally everywhere. In your fourth class also you have studied about them. Okay, so this was all about the diseases definition, that what does it mean. I hope you have understood this. Now, the second subpart, the same thing is written over here also, that a disease is an abnormal condition in which our body does not function properly. Diseases can occur due to lack of any nutrient in our diet. They may also occur due to germs. Now, the next topic is this. There are two types of diseases. First type is non-communicable and second type is communicable diseases. This is very important. Okay. First type is of non-communicable diseases and second is of communicable diseases. Now let's see what is a non-communicable diseases. The diseases that do not pass from one person to another are called non-communicable diseases. Okay, now in the present scenario, what kind of disease is this? This COVID-19. Yes, it is an example of communicable disease because it can pass, it can spread from one person to another. But the non-communicable diseases are those kind of diseases which cannot pass, which cannot spread from one person to another person. For example, scurvy, for example, cancer, for example, rickets. These are the name of some diseases which I have told you right now. They cannot pass from one person to another. If someone is suffering from, let's say, is suffering from cancer or some kidney related problem, okay, so that is a non-communicable disease because that is the disease of that person only. It cannot spread, it cannot pass from that person to any other person. Okay, so that's the thing which is written over here, that the diseases that do not pass or do not spread from one person to another person, they come in the category of non-communicable diseases. Now, some non-communicable diseases are caused. Now, what are the causes of these non-communicable diseases? That also we have to know, that why these non-communicable diseases occur. So they are caused due to the lack of particular vitamins or minerals in the body. Instead of vitamins and minerals, we can also say that they can occur due to the deficiency, due to the shortage, or due to the lack of any particular nutrients in anybody's body. Okay, so these may be the reason for the occurrence of non-communicable disease. Such diseases are also called deficiency disease. One more name is there for the non-communicable disease, and that is deficiency disease. Okay, they are called deficiency diseases. Some deficiency diseases are shown in the figure below. Yes, as you can see, there are three pictures which are depicting which are showing some kind of deficiency diseases. What are deficiency diseases? Any particular disease which occurs due to the deficiency or lack or shortage of any particular nutrient or vitamins and minerals in body, that comes in the category of deficiency disease or non-communicable disease. Okay, so let's see what is the first picture. This picture, it is showing the disease scurvy. The name of the disease is scurvy. SCURVY. Okay, this disease is basically related to our gums and teeth. It is a teeth and gums related problem, and it happens due to the deficiency of vitamin C in our body. And we all know vitamin C, it is found in all the citrus fruits and vegetables. Okay, so actually the gums become swollen, and there is pain in the teeth, and teeth become loose cavity. Matlab all the teeth and gums related problem leads to scurvy. Okay, second one is rickets. As you can see, there are two legs showing over here of a child. Rickets happens mostly in the children. Okay, this disease is of the children, small children. In this, the legs become bow shaped. As you can see, the legs of this child, these are not straight, these are little bit bend. Okay, so due to the deficiency of vitamin D in the body of children, this disease rickets, it happens, it occurs, in which the bones become weak. Okay, they become bent, they do not remain strong and straight. Third is the disease called goiter. Okay, this is an iodine deficiency disease. The deficiency of mineral iodine in our food, it will lead to the disease called goiter. Okay, as you can see in this picture, the neck of this girl, it has become swollen. Okay, normally our neck is thin and straight, but this portion of the neck, it has become swollen. Okay, extra large sized. When something increases in size abnormally, that is called swelling or swollen. Okay, so in goiter, the neck, it becomes affected and it becomes enlarged, swollen. So these were the some of the deficiency disease which has been shown in this picture. Now, non-communicable diseases are related to improper eating habits. Yes, obviously, if we will not adopt a healthy or proper eating habits, if we will not take balanced diet, all the required nutrients in a proper and adequate amount, then obviously there will be shortage of nutrients in our body, and it will lead to one or the other kind of disease in our body. So that's what it is written over here, that these non-communicable or deficiency diseases, they are related to improper, not good. Improper means not good, not proper, not healthy eating habits. For example, a person whose diet is deficient means shortage, deficient in vitamin D, may suffer from rickets, because I have right now told you that the disease rickets, this deficiency disease occurs due to the deficiency of vitamin D in the body. Okay, it happens due to the deficiency of vitamin D. So if the person is not taking sufficient amount of vitamin D, and from where we can get vitamin D? Yes, from milk, from healthy fruits and vegetables, from dairy products, butter, cheese, from all these sources. And even sunlight, I have told you, sunlight, natural sunlight, it is also a rich source of vitamin D. So you should stand, you should go out in sun, especially that of around in the morning, 10 or 11, 9 to 10 or 11, not very harsh sunlight, not of the afternoon, but of the morning, early morning sunlight. Okay, around 8, 9 or 10 or 11 o'clock, you should stand there for 20 to 30 minutes, so that your body could get natural vitamin D from the sunlight. When our body receives natural sunlight, then it starts making vitamin D itself in the bones. Okay, or and in your diet supplement also, you should eat those food items which are rich in vitamin D. And if we will not take the diet which is rich in vitamin D, if we will take poor diet which is deficient in vitamin D, then we may suffer from the disease called rickets. Cigarette smoking and chewing of tobacco also lead to harmful non-communicable diseases like cancer. In the starting of this video also, I have told you that there are certain non-communicable disease, okay, which remains to one person's body only. They cannot spread from one person to another person. Okay, so you all know there are some bad people who do cigarette smoking and they chew tobacco. Okay, these are banned, they should be banned, but even then, some persons, through some unfair means, they sell these products, and the persons who uses this, they are very much susceptible to the diseases like cancer, and it is a very harmful disease. Okay, it is a life threatening disease, we can say, because its treatment, its procedures, they are very much tough and hectic. So we should avoid these kind of things. Simply we should remain away from the problems. Na? Why should we do cigarette smoking or chew tobacco? These are harmful things. These are harmful for our body. So we should not give things to our body which will harm it. Rather, we should take healthy food items, fresh food items, fruits and vegetables, cereals, which will give nutrients, good nutrients, energy to our body. Okay. Okay, now there is a table in which some deficiency disease, name of the deficiency diseases, causes of those deficiency diseases, what are their symptoms. Symptoms means the signs. If this disease will occur in your body, then what sign you will get in your body, how will you will get to know that yes, you are suffering from this particular deficiency disease. So those are called symptoms. And what are the foods which is rich in vitamin and minerals, how we will cure this disease, what food items we will eat so that this disease doesn't happen in our body. So this table is all about that. This is a very important table, and I will also suggest you, or rather I will tell you, to draw this deficiency disease table in your notebook neatly and cleanly. Okay, so now let's start. What is the first deficiency disease? As you can see over here, this is night blindness. The name of this disease is night blindness. It is caused by the deficiency of vitamin A in our body. When we will not take proper vitamin A, or our diet is poor in vitamin A, we are not taking those food items which is rich in vitamin A, then we will suffer from the disease called night blindness. Okay, and what are the symptoms, what are the signs? That the person not able to see in dim light. Dim means very low quality of light. Okay, very poor light. So that person, a healthy person, can be able to see even in a dim light. He will be manage. He can manage to see in the dim light. But if this person is suffering from night blindness disease, if that person is suffering from night blindness disease, then he will not be able to see in very dim light. Okay, and what are the foods which is rich in vitamins and minerals? So they are green leafy vegetables like spinach, like there are so many green leafy vegetables available in the market, like methi, spinach. Okay, different kinds of leafy vegetables are there: cabbage, carrot, papaya, mango, milk, and egg yolk. What is egg yolk? It is the yellowish portion. You all must have seen egg. There are two portions. One is the outer white portion, that is called albumen, and there is one inner portion, yellow portion, that is called egg yolk. So it is also a very much rich source of vitamin A. And one thing I would like to tell you, that all the fruits and vegetables which are of red or yellow color, they are very much rich in vitamin A. So children must take these fruits, these food materials which are rich sources of vitamin A, so that you should not suffer from the disease called night blindness. Second disease, the name is beriberi. The name is beriberi. It is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin B1. These are certain names of the vitamins. Okay, vitamin A, vitamin B1. So this disease is caused by the deficiency of shortage of vitamin B1 in our diet. What are the symptoms? Person has weak muscles and nerves and gets cramps. Okay, so these are the symptoms of this disease, that person must be having weak muscles, muscular pain. He will not be able to do energetic activities. He will be very low. Okay, not very active. And nerves related problem. Nerves, what are the functions of nerves? That they carry messages from the brain to the body parts and vice versa, that is from the body parts to the brain. Okay, so all these functions of our nervous system will also get impaired due to the deficiency of vitamin B1. And cramps means normal muscular pain. Sometimes you are having a stomach ache, so that stomach ache which is happening in your stomach, that is called cramps. Okay, in scientific term it is known as cramps. So due to the deficiency of vitamin B1 in the body, this particular disease beriberi with the symptoms like weak muscles and nerves and cramps can occur. So what should we eat? Unpolished rice. Unpolished rice is the name of we generally call brown rice. Okay, we should take brown rice. This white rice which we use, that is the polished one. Okay, matlab means to say that in the industries and factories, the rice, they are very much cleaned, very much polished, so that they look white and good, and their sales should be more. But we should opt for unpolished rice, the rice which is not very much processed. Okay, or in a general term I can tell you, that is called the brown rice. Okay, unpolished rice or brown rice. Cereals, lots of cereals like corn, wheat, maize, rice, pulses, we should eat all these healthy cereals. Milk, peas, and meat. Okay, so these are name of certain food items which if you will take, then you will not suffer from this deficiency of vitamin B1 and the disease called beriberi. Moving on to the next one, that is scurvy. Scurvy is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C. I have already told you while explaining this picture also that as you can see in this picture, due to the disease called scurvy, the teeth, they are so diseased, yellowish teeth is there, gums, they are swollen. Okay, swollen gums is there. So basically scurvy is our gums and teeth related problems, as well as swelling of joints is also there. We have different types of joints, like the joints that is present in the knee portion of your legs, in the elbow, in the neck portion. We'll study this chapter later on about bones, muscles and joints. So with the disease scurvy, it will affect our bones portion also, the joints of our body also. Okay, along with the gums and teeth. Bleeding of gums. Okay, the gums, automatically blood will start coming from your gums and teeth if a scurvy problem is there, and this problem occurs due to the deficiency of vitamin C. So what food items we should eat so that we should not suffer from scurvy? So the names of the food items are apple, orange, lemon, tomato and amla. All the citrus fruits. Citrus means sour fruit, which are sour in taste. Okay, all the citrus fruits, they are very much rich sources of vitamin C. Next, rickets. As with this picture I have already explained you, rickets, it happens due to the deficiency of vitamin D. And what are the symptoms? Soft bones. Soft bones means the bones are not very soft to touch. Soft bones means weaker bones, not very much healthy and strong bones, not straight bones. Those bones are very much bristle, they are very much prone to get broken or get bending. Okay, so those are called soft bones. And bow legs, as you can see in this picture, this leg, it is not straight, it is in the shape of a bow. You know what is bow? Bow and arrow in Hindi, which we call dhanush. Okay, so it is in somewhat bow shape, little bit curved or bend. Okay, not very straight. So these are the symptoms of rickets which happens due to the deficiency of vitamin D. What are the food items which we will take so that we will not suffer from rickets? So milk and fish. Yes, milk is appearing almost everywhere except vitamin C, except in the resource of vitamin C, because milk does not contain vitamin C. Okay, but all in all, milk is a complete food because it contains lots of vitamins and minerals, vitamin A, vitamin D, proteins. Okay, so milk is called a complete food. So milk and fish. Sunlight helps our body to make vitamin D. That I have already told you, that if we will go out in proper sunlight in the morning, early morning sunlight, then our body will get vitamin D naturally from the sunlight. It will be able to produce vitamin D inside it. Okay, so these were the some of the sources from which we can get vitamin D: milk and fish, sunlight. Moving on to the next disease, that is called goiter. I have already told you with this picture. This is picture I have shown you related to goiter. There is swelling of neck portion, okay, and it happens due to the deficiency of mineral called iodine. These were the vitamin deficiency diseases. These diseases were happening due to the deficiency, due to the lack of these particular vitamins in the body. Now these two diseases which we will study, it will happen due to the deficiency of this mineral. Iodine is a mineral, okay. So the deficiency of iodine mineral in the body, it will lead to the disease called goiter. There is swelling of a gland in neck region. Okay, inside our neck, there is a gland present, that is called thyroid gland. About this thyroid gland and all these details you will study in your higher classes, okay. So swelling of a gland in neck region. So due to the swelling of that particular gland, the whole neck region becomes swollen. Okay, there is a swelling in the entire neck region. Okay, so we should take iodized salt and seafoods. Seafood means fish, prawn, whatever food items which we can get from the sea region, from the oceans. Okay, they are very much rich source of this particular mineral, iodine. Okay, iodine, it is a naturally occurring mineral. So the general salt which we use in our home while cooking vegetables, okay, which is kept in our kitchen, so it is also a rich source of iodine. So you people should use iodized salt while cooking. You should tell your moms to purchase those salts from the market which is enriched in the mineral iodine. So those salts are sold by the name iodized salt. Okay, so we should use iodized salt in our cooking so that we can get proper amount of iodine supply in our diet. And the seafoods, I have already told you, fish, prawn, these are the name of certain seafoods which if we will eat, then we will not suffer from this particular disease. Last one is anemia. Anemia, in common language people call it खून की कमी. Okay, so it occurs due to the deficiency of mineral called iron. Person gets tired easily and looks pale. Yes, it is basically related to our blood. Okay, the person who suffers from anemia is very much weak. He is having weak muscles and weak body, and his or her body looks pale. Okay, our blood inside our body, it is in short amount, it is not very healthy. Okay, if we are suffering from anemia, and that person is called anemic. So what we should eat so that we should not suffer from anemia? Anemia, sorry, it is called anemia. So spinach, brinjal, jaggery is common good which you people eat, na, good, that is called jaggery. Apple, guava and meat. Okay, these are some of the sources of food items which if you will eat, then you will not suffer from this particular disease, that is called anemia. Spinach, brinjal, jaggery, apple, guava and meat. Okay, so even the girls and the school going children, they are very much susceptible to this kind of disease because they have to do lots of activities like playing, running, writing, studying. Okay, lots of activities you have to do, and for all those lots of activities your body requires lots of energy. And the energy, from where it will come? From lots of food items, healthy food items which are richly supplied with the nutrients, healthy nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water, roughage. If you will give your body these healthy food items, then only you will not be suffering from all these deficiency diseases and all that. Okay, so in today's video we have studied about the topic diseases. What is a disease? What are the types of diseases, communicable and non-communicable? So today, no, a communicable portion is remaining, that we will discuss in our next video. So in this video we have discussed in detail about the non-communicable disease. They are also called deficiency disease. Some of the pictures of non-communicable or deficiency disease like scurvy, rickets, goiter, and the most important, this tabular information about the deficiency disease. Some of the deficiency disease which you have to study in this grade. Okay, what are the name of the deficiency disease? What are the causes of these particular deficiency disease? What are the symptoms or signs which will happen in our body so that we could know that yes, we are suffering from this particular deficiency disease? And what are the food items which if we will take, then we will not suffer from these particular disease? So this table is very much important. You have to draw this table neatly and cleanly in your notebook and learn it also. Side by side, keep on learning the things which we have covered till date in our science course book. Okay. So thank you for the class. See you soon in the next video. Thank you.